Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, The Road to 56, Honduras. In the last episode, I decided to change my plans. Because we were holding a pocket down here in the South Pacific, in New Guinea, but I was looking at that situation, and since we couldn't reliably supply, it was going to be difficult to hold that line because of the Japanese, the Chinese, putting so many troops into that little pocket that if they decided to counterattack out of it, there really wasn't going to be much I was going to be able to do because I didn't have any supplies. So I decided to just, cut bait there, come home, and get recovered, get my manpower back where it needs to be. So we've recovered our manpower. I have some more Marines under training. We need to get the army expanded beyond just this one army, right? So, I decided to go ahead and join into the war of, well, it's not the Commonwealth of Nations anymore. They're calling themselves NATO now. War between NATO and Union Hispanica to try to see if I can get something out of that particular war. If I can get myself involved in there, get enough participation score to kind of get something out of that when we get a peace conference. But also, I've decided that I need to help NATO against these guys. So we're probably going to help them knock out Union Hispanica. We're probably going to help them knock out the Stress Front. And then we'll see what goes on there. This is going to be a long process. A long process. So, we are actually all caught up on our tanks. Now the question is, do I want to design a tank? Or do I want to wait 2 years to 1950 and then just make some modern tanks? As much as I would have liked to have, had some tanks along the way, but I think that's probably what we're just going to have to do. 241 days, that's not terrible. We could just pour effort into this. Yeah. Okay. That might be what we want to do, because I want to start getting some armored units together. I want to start getting some mechanized units together to see if we can pack a little bit more punch than just our run-of-the-mill, foot infantry. That have been doing good work, but still, we have lots of decorations we could give them. Just don't have the political power to do it right now. Oh, United Nations Security Council. We'll have to look into that. Race for the bomb. We're going to build a nuclear reactor, which we should. Alright. Alright, we're planning this naval invasion here. Alright, let's get those guys moved over. Principality of Macedonia has capitulated. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's get on the tanks. Because we can cut that down to 236 days. I mean, that's not terrible. Yeah, it's because the United States of America does not like the fact that we are communist. But right now, we're on the same side, so... Territory, anti-tank, towed anti-air. Production output cost, breakthrough defense. Alright, yeah, we'll go for that. Alright, we still go Spanish submarine. Excellent. Yep, they are absorbing all of this. Kosovar state has capitulated. Kingdom of Montenegro has capitulated. 1948 cruiser hull, 1948 heavy hull. We're going to have to start working on aircraft carriers. I'm going to have to design a naval fighter. Let's see. No, there really isn't anything here that I need to do. We need 3 breakthroughs in air, right? For jet engines, ballistic missiles, flying bombs. Yeah, I don't think that I can build... Oh, no, I could. Another aerodynamics research facility. We have agent captured. That's unfortunate, but we should be able to deal with it. That's the first time we've had to deal with that. Oh, you're an escape artist, but you're the ones that captured. Alright, let's send someone else in there. Alright, we are almost ready to attempt a naval invasion of Lima. Okay. Is this gonna happen? Somebody lost some destroyers. Alright, let's go. These are not Marines, but... So I think I need to design a new submarine. This is gonna be right into the mountains. Alright, so that's done. Let's get over to the tanks. Oscillating turret. Oh, interesting. Alright, field hospital. Get on the modern engines. Alright, that's progressing in our favor. Hopefully we can win the battle before reinforcements arrive. Alright. We won the battle before reinforcements arrive. Alright. Develop the beachhead. Let's make sure at least a couple of divisions are moving in this direction. Alright, let's make sure that everybody's coming over here.
Atención. Atención. Atención.
Yeah, they're on aggressive, right? So they're just gonna keep advancing, which is fine. Actually, let's go ahead and keep you unbalanced. Alright, let's see if we can split this in half. Did we take an airfield? We did, in fact, take an airfield. Excellent. How many aircraft? We can bring in around 400 aircraft. Alright, we have air superiority. What do supplies look like? Supplies look okay. Let's get that port developed. High priority. Alright, you guys are gonna need to push. Alright, what I want you to do is to push there to the Brazilian border. Well, they brought down a lot of planes. Here's what we're going to want to do. Oh, I can't build up that airfield yet. Okay, looks like we're overbuying a little bit of stuff here. That's okay. We need to switch this over. Alright, rescue mission complete. We've gotten a lot of air experience really fast. And we no longer have air superiority. Have we captured any other airfields yet? No, there's another one there. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. 11 divisions. Alright, somewhere along the line the math does not add up. Okay. Alright, start working on aircraft carriers. Because it should be 12 and 12, right? Ten divisions. 11 divisions. So that's 21 divisions. Right, and there's the other units. Okay. Okay, so like you, for example, get assigned over there. Alright, and you guys get assigned over there. Okay. hold on.
Atento. Listo, señor. Listo, señor. Listo para avanzar.
You guys all stay there, okay?
Listo. Firme. Listo, señor. Sí, señor.
There we go.
Firme.
All right, the new capital is La Paz. Okay. No, I am giving these guys military access. Yeah, so they can send troops in if they wanted. Now, have we... Yes, we have built that enough. Let's get that air base expanded.
Atención.
There we go, make some progress on our naval doctrine. And we do have control of the seas there. Alright, yeah, you guys are undergoing repairs. I don't have... any dockyards assigned to that. Alright, signal companies done. That's a submarine. We've got this guy all full. Alright. Don't want to start building up a new army just yet. Or new submarine fleet. So want to keep those ships in reserve in case anybody gets sunk. We could take their ports.
Atento. Atento. Instrucciones. Sí, señor.
Alright, fighter and carrier fighter. There we go. That's a lot of enemy forces. I'm gonna need help from the other side of that flank. Right, we severely damaged one of their cruisers, and we've sunk a few of their destroyers. Excellent. Alright, give me some more fighters. No, let's deploy. A bunch more fighters. There we go. Ah, 1,400 planes. Good grief. All right. All right, Allied forces are starting to show up. All right, deck conversions.
Atento.
Yeah.
Firme. Sí, señor. Abierto.
Can you assist with that? There we go.
Aviones. Listo, señor. Listo para avanzar.
Help with this, please.
Listo para avanzar.
Alright, so I'm gonna get some of my troops up there in the mountains.
Instrucciones. Órdenes.
Okay, well, they brought a whole bunch more troops in there. Alright, stop. Hold up.
Atención.
Alright, there is my Marines. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Acciones. Adelante.
Alright, we have air superiority here again. Beautiful. What we really need to do is we need to take that airfield. We need to take a couple of these airfields here. But I'm not going to be able to push through that by myself.
Atención.
At least not yet, anyway. Need to edit our armored division. Well, alright, let's see if we can get one more Marine division. start getting some motorized trained up. Alright, oscillating turret research is complete. We probably should have been working on that. Alright. Okay, how is supplies looking? Supplies don't look great. Okay. So let's see if we can help. One of the main issues we have here is, one, these ports aren't big enough. And two, we don't have a train. Oh, we can recruit an operative. Alright. Like, we probably want to train through there. I'm probably going to want a supply hub. With a big rail connection. All right. See if we can improve our supply situation here. And that may help. All right. Up to 5% on that war. Brazilian-American War. That's the one against Stressor Front. The Peru-Bolivian-American War. Oh, Union and Red Dragon, did they get... Oh, yeah, they got pulled in. Okay. Oh, well, I tried to keep them up right as much as possible, but... Alright, we're at 5%. Grand Peru, Bolivian Confederation, Spanish Empire. All right, but I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and then we'll see how this goes. Need to get these Marines. Need to get another army's worth of troops. We might be able to open up another flank. We'll have to see. Oh, Republic of Chile. Alright. But for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.